Okay, you guys, so I am up and I just hit my head. I am up and I am working on the van. I might not be doing what I want to do today, but I'm getting started and I'm getting moving, because everything that you do in a van build matters. All the little stuff adds up to help you get to the end of the rainbow. the end of the rainbow. So I bought this composite board from Home Depot. I took the other boards down because I wasn't satisfied with the look. I wasn't convinced that the wear of that was gonna be durable. So I took that board down, and that is one instance that I was telling you guys about where you make a mistake or you have to redo something over, and it's gonna cost you some more money to do it over. So that is one of the instances. So I just drilled the hole out. Let me get my screwdriver. I just drilled the hole out, so now I'm gonna put my first screw in here and see if this will go through. The metal. It's moving. I don't want it to move, so let me. I might have to hold it firmly. Let me lean on it. It is moving a little bit. So that did go down in there. When I get all 4 of these screws in, I'm gonna see how this looks. I bought this little tool to make a countersink plug. I'm not sure if I went down enough, even though my countersink holes, this looks better than it did before, but I think I might need to save all of this little stuff that's flying away, because I might need to use that to just fill my countersink hole with, I don't know how I'm gonna plug it up, but let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Holes to be covered up and not show the screws, but this looks much better than the wood that I had up here, because the screws were poking out. And when I tried to do my countersink holes, the wood actually was splitting. So yeah, this is a better product, and it looks like 100% better. So on the future ones, I'm gonna make these more even, draw a line, and actually put my screw in on that line. So let me get the other 2 down over here and see how stable this is, and if these screws are gonna hold it, and if these screws are actually long enough, because like that's how far it's going down. But because they're countersinked, they're going down a little farther, not coming through the bottom, because you don't want them to come through the bottom. So I think this length of screws is going to be good. So let me finish those 2 on the end over there, and then see how sturdy this feels. So yeah, y'all, I'm just getting up and doing something. I mean, Rome wasn't built in a day, and you just have to, sometimes you have to motivate yourself and encourage yourself to just put one foot in front of the other and just do something. Like, I might not be doing what I want to be doing today. I need to get up here. I need to get up here so I can like be over this. Rome wasn't built in a day, and sometimes that moved. That needs to be over here a little bit. It's not. It's like it's not. It's like that hold is. It's like that hold is too, got a little too big on that one. I don't know if that is gonna hold. I don't know if that's gonna hold, and I don't know if, let me see, because it seemed like that screw. It seems like that screw is just spinning. I don't know if I could put some super glue around that at the bottom to hold that in. I'm probably gonna have to do that because I don't want this coming up. I love these boards already. So I'm going to put this wood in between here. Let me go cut me a longer piece of wood so I can make sure it's even on both ends. Or what I was doing was, I was using one of the other ones. And put this like this, using this. Push this up against here. And then seeing where I want this at. This one right here still got some staples in it. So yeah, y'all, I'm not working on what I wanted to work on today, but I am getting something done that I do need to get done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get my drill that's drilling the hole, and I'm gonna bring that up here so I don't have to keep going up and down and up and down. So let me get that. And I kind of wanted this board to be in orange, but they didn't have this in the orange color. So I got to get back down without breaking my crown. And Jill came tumbling after. Uh-oh, how am I doing this? How am I going to do this? How am I gonna get down? So you guys, I'm not doing what I want to be doing right now. But one thing you have to realize in a van build is you're gonna have to do some things not necessarily out of sequence, but you're gonna have to do things that you can do right now. Like, what can you do right now? What can you get done? Right now. And I can get this over with. I can get this over with and done with, and then move on. And then I'll be happy. I'll be happy that it's over with and it's done. I said I was gonna do these differently and mark it. Spot, then I'm putting the other ones just to see if that holds that screw better. For some reason or another, they're spinning. I think it's because of the bottom of it. I might have to take this screw out and put some super glue down up in that hole. Moved it. Okay, but that is tight, but it moved it a little. I think I'm gonna drill right here, and let me see. That hold it better. Y'all can't really see because of this wood in the way. This helps stabilize it and keep it moving and keep it the right distance apart. You want each one of them . You want each one of them to be the right distance apart. Ms Charlene is better with screws and drills than I am. Sometimes I am not that good with screws and drills and nails. I'm just not a nail person. In a van build though, you have to learn to be all things. Okay, that feels like it is in there. And this one is firmer than the other one. That feels like it's in there. And before I put my things on there, probably gonna stick some super glue down up in there. These holes are drilled out a little farther, which makes them sit farther in. I think I like that. Yeah. That board is more sturdier, stable than the other one. So anyway, y'all, I am going to finish drilling these holes out and get this side up here. And I'm leaving I'm spacing these out to where they're the width of this apart from each other. So that's what I'm doing. So I just need to, I got 3 more to go. So that's what I'm doing now. And I'll have this done today, and I'll be happy that I got something done. I need some knee pads. I think I have some knee pads, and I definitely should have them on right now. It's hot. I'm gonna need another bit. This bit is getting worn out. Okay, y'all, I'm through with this side. The only other thing to do is to fill my holes if I want to, but you don't have to fill your holes, but I am going to fill my holes, and I might countersink these a little more or screw that down a little more to where it's like this so I can put more of the stuff in there. I bought this tool to make some plugs for this, so I'm gonna try that. If that don't work, then I'm gonna take all that stuff over there and just put it together and put some glue in it and fill the holes up so no water will be able to get down to them screws. It's pretty solid. The first one, I don't know if you can see that. The first one is a little loose. I might end up taking this piece off because I got some extra. I might end up taking this piece off, cutting this, and putting my holes in a different place. I don't know if that had something to do with it. So on the first one, I put my holes, my screws, where it wouldn't go into this, and it's like a gap there, and the rest of them I screwed them in these. So I might take this off, reposition my screws. See, like these, you don't see the screws at all, which I think is better for weathering. So I might take this piece off and cut another piece and put a new piece up here and put the screws inside of these instead of in between the grooves. So sometimes stuff is a learning curve, and these are tighter. The ones that I put in the inside is tighter. Maybe because it has something to hold on to all the way down in there. And this one, as you can see, this one is shaking a little bit. So I think I'm going to change that one. And the other ones are solid as a rock. And then I'm probably going to put some super glue down up in here as I fill the hole up. So let me go move over to the other side. I got one more extra piece to cut on the other side, and then we got 5 to screw down. So it's 5 on each side, and the space in the middle is the width of the board. So yeah. So y'all remember when I was telling y'all hindsight is 20/20, and sometimes you learn from doing things, and sometimes things are not necessarily wrong, but you figure out a better way to do it and a more practical way to do things sometimes. And sometimes it's too late. It's like after the fact. So this is a prime example. I just got through finishing the deck on top of the van. I'm through. I am through. I got a deck on top of the van. But let me tell y'all what I just discovered by finishing this and being through with it. I am through with the deck, y'all. Looks fine, looks perfect. I'm so happy with it. All of this has to come up. This is the inside that drilled out. I could use this to make me some hole filler. I could use that to make me some hole filler, and I might use that to make me some hole filler if the other thing I'm gonna do don't work. But I'm finished with the deck on both sides, and then once I get through, because I wasn't up here at first, just sitting up here. Now that I'm up here and I'm sitting up here and I'm finished. See, this is what I'm talking about. Living in a space, filling out a space, just sitting there for a while and thinking and contemplating. So now I'm through, and I'm looking at this last board that I put in, and I'm like, why didn't I make this one piece going all the way across from this end to this end so that it will fill this gap so that I could sit there with my legs all the way across? Girl, didn't think of that the first time. But guess what? I got another piece of this left over, and I'm about to screw these screws up out of here, even though it's going to be a little hard. And I'm about to cut me a long piece to go all the way across there so I can sit up here. You know, if I didn't have 900 watts of solar, I could have a whole area that I could just sit and lay all the way across. That's not the case. We prefer 900 watts of solar over a balcony and a patio. That's why I made this little area over here be my balcony and my patio, because girl, we prefer to have that over a long space. And if I wanted to build like a box or something on top of here, which may be something in the future, build something that's tall enough to go over the max air fan, then I can eventually make these boards go all the way across if I wanted to do that. But for this one board, yep, we about to make that board go all the way across. And it'll look better than having that space empty there. So I just want to share that with y'all. Sometimes you don't necessarily make mistakes, because that's not a mistake, but it is a better way to do things, and it's better to have that board go all the way across. Cause it's better for me, because I want my legs to go all the way across. So I'm about to take these screws up out of here. It ain't dark yet, and we about to cut that board and just replace it with one long board all the way across. That's gonna look so much better, and I'll still be able to open up my max air fan. Okay, y'all, bye. I just want to share that tidbit of information with y'all and my journey of a van build, and just to show y'all that, like, building out a van comes with a learning curve. Building out a van comes with mistakes. And you can't beat yourself up about it. Now, I hope the board that I have is long enough for this, which I'm pretty sure it is. But maybe before I unscrew the other one over there, I should double check and make sure we have a board long enough for this, which I'm pretty sure I do, because one of the boards is 10 feet long. And I know this is not 10 feet long, but y'all, it's better to be safe than sorry, so let me check. We're already redoing this over, so before we do this, let's just check and see. This, so I definitely think this will still be long enough. We just want to be safe than sorry. But yeah, this is a good idea that I didn't have before. Well, I couldn't have did this before anyway without this extra piece of board. I couldn't have did this anyway because I didn't have this extra piece of board the first time. But now that we have an extra piece of board, I know somebody out there gonna say, oh, she's just wasting. I couldn't have did this anyway the first time because I didn't have this extra board. I had to order an extra board because the board that I had ordered the first time was barely enough for the last piece. It takes 5 pieces to put up here. And when I got to the last piece, this was all I had left and it wasn't long enough. So I had to order a whole nother piece just for this one piece. So I wouldn't have had enough to do what I'm about to do now anyway, because we didn't have a long enough piece. Now that we ordered an extra piece, now we have enough to make this board go all the way across, which is perfect because I could sit right here. Oh, I'm so excited. I am so excited, y'all. I'm gonna use some more screws on that. So now I got to take this other piece down. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I know you're mad at me. I'm excited, y'all. Yes. Y'all don't know how exciting this is just to have a whole piece go all the way across. Like, that is very exciting to have a whole piece go all the way across. And I couldn't have did that without the other piece that I just bought. So let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Y'all probably say, she excited about just one piece of wood. First of all, that's not just one piece of wood. Look how wide it is. And that one piece of wood, I can just sit here from one end to the next. And I could even stretch all the way out and lay all the way out on top of my van. That one piece of wood, girl, look at that. That one piece of wood is enough for me to cross my legs. And if I lose some more weight, if I lose some more weight, that one piece of wood makes all the difference in the world, y'all. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You know how they say everything happened for a reason and blessings are in disguise? That wood not being enough on the other end was a blessing in disguise. And yeah, it was meant to be. I'm gonna lay down and take a nap, y'all. oh, that feels so good. That one piece of wood makes a big difference. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. It was meant to be, Pauline. We're across it. I can lay down. I can lay down. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I can't believe that. This one little piece of wood running all the way across, girl, makes the biggest difference. That put a smile on my face, baby. so I could cut this board. I am so happy, y'all. That made my day. Sometimes mistakes happen. You know how they say things happen for a reason? This board not being enough was so that I could have a board going all the way across. Yep, girl, God wanted me to have a board going all the way across. Yes, he did. He knew exactly what I needed. Girl, that make me so happy. I am happy.